that when I remember back to when I was choosing my jobs, as I said, I was choosing between about 14 different offers. And they were across all kinds of different sectors: teaching, management consulting, large software firms, small startups. And I could pick the best job in each sector, but it was hard for me to decide across the different sectors. And I remember sitting down during spring break before I even had the Google offer, and I remember thinking, like, you're going to need to figure out some criteria of how you're going to make this decision. And I said, well, why don't you think about the best decisions you've ever made and see if they have anything in common? So I made a list of the best decisions I had ever made. One was going to Stanford. One was choosing to major in symbolic systems. One was getting to work at Stanford Research Institute up in Menlo Park with all the legends of artificial intelligence for a summer. And another was getting to move to Switzerland for the summer to work with the Union Bank of Switzerland's research arm. And I realized that they all had, even though they were really different, right? One's where do you go to school, one's where do you work in the summer, one's, what do you major in, what's your discipline? They were all really different, but they all had two things in common. One, I always chose to work with the smartest and most interesting people I could find. And two, I always did something I was a little not ready to do.
What's your proudest achievement here, looking back at that time?
I think it's hard for me to